Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome to Village 285 with the lustrous Bluish Manhattan, who's play partner, R to the. And we know what time it is, guys. We have a wonderful video that just dropped. No, I'm sorry. Let's not disrespect it. We had a wonderful movie that just dropped, released this week for all of our anime fans, our shonen fans. My Hero, the World Heroes Mission movie that just dropped on the 29th, if I'm not mistaken. And we're here for it and give our first quick impressions. Of course, we try to keep everything spoiler free this time around.
Big time.
And as a special guest, I do have my buddy here as well. All right, so nonetheless, My Hero Academia, World Heroes. Pretty great movie, right? We can both agree on that easy.
Wait.
Pretty decent movie, at least. It's an okay movie. Thumbs up.
Oh no,
You not mad you watched it?
I am definitely not mad.
Cool.
That's
it. No deep dive. No deep dive.
Oh no, I'm not doing a deep dive. There's no deep dive because people got to go see this mug.
Right.
I do have to say that to me, this is 3 for 3 for My Hero, man. My Hero has not missed with this movie stuff yet.
Nice. So that's a good segue. So, like I said, it did drop on the 29th. It's their fourth largest, or is the fourth largest debut. I believe they did have more than 3 movies. I could definitely remember it more than 3. Actually, this might be their fourth or fifth. Anywho, this is the fourth largest, gross around 32 million thus far. As far as since it is a movie release right now, especially on the Western world, we have to wait till the DVD release for most people to be able to watch it. And so, yeah, we'll try to, like I said, we'll let you know what you guys are going to get into. So, Boku no Hero, good old movie about Deku. It's a, let me read the good old synapsis, the correct synapsis, so I don't kind of butcher it. When a sinister organization threatens to wipe out all the superhuman powers, also known as quirks, as we know, the fate of the world is on the line. With 2 hours until the collapse of civilization, Deku, Boku, for murder. And that's the cliff notes of this movie. So, with the cliff notes as well as the trailer that we watch, what were your expectations going into this?
I mean, I don't know if I had anything very, very high set, which is crazy because I love the previous movies.
Right.
So I don't know. I just came into this kind of new. It's been a minute for me with My Hero, just because I caught up on recent seasons and stuff. So I've moved on to some other stuff. So it's like it was just nice to be able to have some content to come back to the world a little bit, and see what's up, see what's going down in there. And so I don't know, from trailer and just from the early synopsis and stuff, I had no expectations. Not saying that I thought it was going to be bad, but I just wanted to go into it and hopefully be wowed.
Exactly. And the other movies are definitely good for that. So with that being said, this movie definitely does follow in the fashion of all the other pretty much seasonal movies that My Hero has done so far with Funimation. This one's definitely not canon. A lot of other ones are definitely arguably not canon at all, but they always kind of time introducing that season one way or another. So prior, even like with one of the earlier movies where they go to the island and they're being butlers and assistants and yada yada, that kind of tied in with the whole. There's people who create quirk accessories or quirk support items. The next movie, they went in deep with, or the previous movie they went in deep with like One for All and how the switching of it goes, and kind of which touched into how later on the kind of development with Deku and his whole quirk and how other people view it. They kept kind of hitting at some of the stuff like that. So likewise, even with this, unfortunately, this one isn't the deepest ones, but they give a view of the world of quirks and a reminder of how quirks exist and even organizations revolve around how different organizations, countries deal and view quirks, in a sense, which also ties into what should be unfolding in the anime, but of course has already been touched in the manga. With that being said, I'll save my spicy takes. Who was this? Who was the story revolved around? Before I even get to this will answer it. What was the story revolved around?
Personally, I'd say the main characters were Deku and probably the new dude in here. Should we mention his name? Doesn't matter at all if I say his name.
Nah, if you remember, it actually will help me. But the murder accomplice, if you want to keep it super mysterious, or you can just say his name. It doesn't matter.
It's just the new dude, Roddy Soul.
Thank you. There you go.
It's a nice little booklet I got, by the way, from seeing the movie. It's cool.
That's an excellent take. I did not get that, but I'm kind of.
But I feel like the movie revolves more so around those two. We do get to see a bit of Katsuki or Bakugo and oh my gosh, why can I not? Why am I Shelter? Thank you. So we get to see those two be a little bit active, but I wouldn't call them main characters.
Right. And to be honest, I I feel like it's almost a drag along with Righty Soul, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's almost around Deku, but it doesn't do it. Deku's not the main thing, but nothing happens. So we just name all the main characters, and these have pretty much the most screen time and or the most action, to be honest. Mm-hmm. Which is, of course, off rip, total contrast from all the other movies. Yeah. But still good times. You agree it's still good times with the four of them. Still some interesting developments, but
for sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Were the last two, did you see more of the students of UA? Because I know in the first one we got to see a lot of the students kind of do their thing. The second one is the one I'm a little bit foggy on because I haven't seen it in a while.
Right.
But I'm trying to remember if they had more students involved in the second one also.
And that leads into my hot take. Yeah, so a lot of other ones definitely had more instances for others. They almost had a spirit bomb or a reiteration of one of them where everyone was involved. So, of course, everyone is shown. There's multiple teams involving all the different classmates. So just like in light with all the other ones, all the students of UA get some screen time and then some. Other schools also get some screen time in this one. So they are involved some way out. So it's cool. Even some of their introductions and some of their collaborations, it seems cool. It's a nice framework and groundwork. And of course, in a lot of movies, we kind of see a cool scene with all the groundwork they laid, but not so much in this one. There was the best way to put it. If you watch all the Dragon Ball Super movies, or even you just watch one and you cannot watch any of the episodes of the actual anime, this movie's not for you because this is directly in line of how the movie kind of went about.
Yeah.
If you are, what was another one? I was trying to think of a Boruto one, but nah, it's not Boruto. Actually, bump it. We'll stick it in line with My Hero. If you enjoy the previous 4 movies, the first 4, or even the extra OVAs, this movie's not necessary for you. If you enjoy hands, but you like to keep logic behind your hands, this movie's not for you. They follow almost the same formula as a lot of them, but cut out a lot of the good stuff that was in the other ones. Does that kind of make sense? And we watched some of the movies together, the previous My Hero movies together. So we both kind of fed off of each other with how much we enjoyed the past ones, right? We even had movies nights with one of them. Yep. But of course, with no spoilers, was such and such fight. Yeah, towards the middle and even hinting at towards the end. Were you wowed at any point?
I mean, like you said, okay, without spoilers, I can say more so towards the end. Do they I can't say they fully wowed me with some of this. Even when it comes to like I said, no spoiler. Even when it comes to the final fight with our main character Deku and the unknown person who I will not say.
It's all good. There's no wowing. You don't even gotta go into
There's nothing. There's really nothing there. I was expecting more. I was expecting something a little bit bigger, like the previous. I think about the first one where All Might hopped in, and he legit him and Deku just start going ham. There's a whole scene where All Might's running, and then Deku, you see him running right next to him, and they charged up this extra like super like smash, and I was like, this is awesome. The final fight didn't have that though.
They tried though.
They did, but it wasn't there. It was there for one fight to me.
Right.
Mostly one fight, and that's with Bakugo. His one fight was probably the one that wowed me, and then even with Shoto, like his fight.
So we got to slow down because that we really get into territory. We'll say that for the spoiler enriched. Because fam, and so exactly in this, and granted, even his last few comments, it's all strictly in the conclusion. I mean, the concluding phase of the movie, the last part.
Yeah.
And yeah, we got really back. Sorry, fans. Sorry, everybody. That's easy deep waters there, right there. They kind of follow the same formula where they try to get everyone involved. They try to have multiple people involved towards the end. They have multiple fights going on towards the end. We try to have a big, passionate, moving, strengthening, encouraging, motivating scene. And we've all enjoyed it, like I said in the prior movies. But this one was almost a swing and a miss. I would conclude this movie with saying, this is Deku Tree of Might, tree of the lowest hanging fruit, through and through. From the beginning to end, it's almost like everything was just way too cliche, way too low hanging fruit. It was almost, why'd you have to do that? I
can agree with that.
I enjoy myself in the movies. So at least to wrap up this with a full positive note, what was your favorite part of the movie? What was your more favorite scene, I should say?
Favorite scene. Oh, I can't explain it, but it's the end of the Bakugo fight. And it also made me, because I did watch this in English, and it did make me. It made me want to go see the ending and how that's voice acted.
That makes sense. I thought about that too. I was like, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. But that was probably my favorite for me.
I enjoy Bakugo as well. He's almost he's almost the only one that almost stayed consistent and or accurate to like the anime. Mm-hmm. Or how one of the supporting villains, how insert gender here was introduced. They were actually kind of intriguing, and the little mini scuffle with them was cool. Yeah. I was like, that's a great introduction. Of course, like I said, that's at the beginning of the movie, and it's very slight. To like probably the Bakugo fight. They did really good with some of the attitudes as well, and of course, they always add or create like new special moves of the characters, and so even the special moves they create in this one as well were very good. But specifically, any pound for pound fights or any specific scenes, though, there's little moments I like, but not as specific scenes because everything was, like I said, it was too basic. Leave it at that.
I will also say though, even with the movie being as basic as it is, I do like the villain, even when they don't give him a whole lot of backstory, but even with the backstory that they did give, it was like, okay, I can believe this from his perspective at least,
right?
For the villain's perspective, and I do like the organization. I did feel like they were a legitimate threat, especially how they set them up in the movie.
They did better this time around, yeah.
Yeah. So it wasn't like it was going into it knowing like everybody was just gonna get bodied by UA. But no, like they felt like they were legit. So
Right. And it made it yeah. And they made it where's it too? Like I'm saving this for the spoiler freedom version of this orientation of this, but yeah, they didn't. They did really great framework and some stuff, really great, and a lot of other stuff was just really basic. So even how, like you said, the organization was great. Some of the threats were great. Some of the even people are part of such and such and such of it was a really good twist.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I can agree.
Dang man, they F for effort at so many points though, man. All right, but nonetheless, that's a quick hot takes on things. This is pretty. I guess I'm pretty sure watching this back, this is gonna be pretty morbid, guys. Of course, any My Hero fan will like this or enjoy it. It's not as bad as a watch. I mean, of course, it's a Japanese import, so you're not watching this in Dolby Cinema. But if you can spend less than $12 for it, you'll probably be even happier.
For sure.
You might even more enjoy it if you and your whole crew cosplay and get drinks at the movie theater. It's cool to watch, nonetheless.
For sure. I just want to point out there though, two things. First off, My Hero is quickly replacing, not replacing, but kind of filling the void that all of the Dragon Ball movies left. Because if you remember Dragon Ball Z, like they had a long span of movies that are not canon, of course, but they were just dope because they would just have over the top foolishness that would happen, and it just make it fun. It sucks that it couldn't be canon, but it was so over the top and great, which is what I expect from like anime movies to me. So even with this, like barring some of the basic nature of it, there's some over the top stuff in here that I loved seeing. So, you know, My Hero is filling that space. But even bigger than that, I'm loving the fact that anime movies are finally getting to the big screen. We have been needing this for a while. And I want to say the Broly movie probably kicked all of this off. Because I feel like that was probably the biggest thing anime movie wise. Yeah. And that was huge.
For
and
someone
now,
who's had multiple movies already.
Exactly.
That was still a huge movie.
Exactly. So
That's
it's
true.
like we jump forward to the point where I saw the last My Hero movie in theaters. Got to see this My Hero movie in theaters. If you were there for the trailers, Sword Art coming out. So like it's a lot of
you brought up that S word. My man.
It's a lot of fun stuff out here in these streets for the anime fans. I love seeing it on the big screen. It's just
exactly. I got to watch an anime in a movie theater afterwards. Who would have done that?
Exactly.
And this box office hits out right now.
Exactly.
And still, it's even cool to seeing some of your other fans also just enjoying it on a regular weekday, not a Friday finesse. None. It's good stuff. It's rare, good times. And so, of course, with Village 285, we're all adamant anime lovers. You do know what time it is. You know who we are. And so, of course, definitely encourage everyone to watch this at their leisure, movie theaters, being safe, or even at home waiting for this release. I do give it the recommendation to at least watch. Just don't go out the way to watch it, though. And you'll understand why. All right. So with that, any closing thoughts?
One problem and one problem only I have with this movie. I can get past the basic nature of it. I kind of suspended my disbelief a little bit. I didn't really care.
Oh no.
But my other like problem with this movie, all in the trailer, where my stealth suits at, bruh. I want my stealth suits. We saw them one time.
Wait.
One. Uno.
One show.
Yeah, that's all you get.
And then they brought even the transition away from those suits. You remember how that happened?
Yes.
He didn't make no suits. Fam, just
give me the stealth suits, man. That would have been fire.
Guys, it's too easy. And you guys will understand after you see this. Go enjoy and watch it. Catch us on the spoiler-filled version of this gonna give us some rants and raves about this. Hopefully, have more of the crew to be able to join us as well. Of course, as they do catch up. These views do represent Village 285, but not at the same time. We love y'all. We love My Hero. Continue support. And with that, B285 is out.
Laters.
Easy, everybody.
I feel like he could have had a dope fight, but there was a point where like he was just getting beat up by old boy, and then he ended up in the water and he disappears for like a large portion.
They just had to show his conclusion, but he didn't do nothing.
Yeah, like that sucked. You could have did more. And then the fact that Deku is legit just kicking this man and